Miss Siphor, thank you for coming.
And you are?
Hank Bailey, the director for Star. I have to admit, I've had my eye on you for quite a while now.
That's not creepy or anything.
I think what Director Bailey's trying to tell you is that Star's been aware of what you've been doing since you've entered Rush City.
Very impressive, Miss Siphor. How fast you transition into a formidable vigilante. Reminds me a lot of Thomas Knight when he first started out.
Speaking of Thomas Knight, what does my sister Chloe have to do with his death?
You didn't tell her?
It wasn't the right place. Park.
Right. Agent Knight. He was working undercover for us when he recruited your sister as a replacement for Sparrow, much like his mentor did for him. You are aware of the history between Sparrows and Star, correct?
Yeah, he told me about it. He didn't tell me he was working undercover for you guys, though.
He was. I know he didn't tell you is how Chloe turned to the other side around your third year of being Sparrow.
Who?
By your uncle, Victor Bertrelli, and his associates, of course.
Associates, and they are...
The Syndicate.
The Syndicate?
This cabal organization. They've been around for decades. They consider themselves running or controlling how the world works.
Okay, so if all of this is true, what does Thomas Knight's death have to do with my sister Chloe and also has to do with Nathan's capture?
We could tell you. I think she'd do a better job.
Chloe, how long have you guys had her here?
About a month. Now, we found her leaving what we believe is a safe house funded by your uncle. Just one of the many assets of the syndicate.
Now, if you want to know the truth about the death of Tommy, about why she turned, and Nathan's capture, she's the person to talk to.
Sounds of the silence that allows for my mind to run around with my ear up to the ground. I'm searching to behold the stories that I told when my back is to the world that was smiling when I turned. Tell me you're the greatest, but once you turn, they hate us. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy.
She'll let me know in 24 hours.
I'm sorry, she?
Yeah, Tatiana Rolchev.
Wait. Tatiana Roshev? You mean the director of the security firm that's hunting down vigilantes and neo-humans?
Yep, that's her. We have a bit of a history.
Of course you do.
Sky, do you want to find Nate or not?
Yeah, we all do.
Then this is what we have to do. If any of us were missing or captured, Nate would do the same thing.
Agreed.
Hello?
Hello, Drake.
Ethan, what do you want?
I hear you're looking for me.
I am. I know you took Nate. Where is he?
I always keep my promises. I always keep my promises. Nathan is alive. I don't plan on killing him or the little bird.
If you hurt her...
I won't hurt her, no intention to. I can't speak for my partner.
What do you want, Ethan?
You'll find out eventually. Talk to you soon, Rund.
Did you get that?
Trace failed.
Better question. Who the hell is his partner?
Allie, what am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Cut the act, Chloe. They just told me what you're involved in.
Involved in what are you talking about?
That you were turned by our uncle, that you had Nathan captured, that you killed Tommy.
How can you believe that? I'm your sister. Do you trust me?
I want to believe you. I just need to hear it from you. Were you involved in any of that?
Curiouser. That is a puzzling conundrum, said the puzzler to the little bird.
Why?
Because there's no such thing as heroes. Even our cousin, dear Nathan Ryder, the dragonfly, can't protect this city, and neither can you or your friends.
What happened to you? When you came to me 2 months ago, you seemed...
Fine. Yeah, well, hate to break to you, sis, but that was all just an act.
I don't believe you. Someone's making you be like this.
Well, I believe 6 impossible things before breakfast, yet I'm still the crazy one.
What really happened to you, Chloe?
Oh, if you really, really want to know, I died. But not really. You see, it's all part of a plan.
And what plan was that?
Oh, my sweet little birdie, I want to get out of my cage. Unlike you, who will always be trapped in yours. But I was tired of being in Daddy's shadow. And as the sparrow, I was only adjacent from it. Especially after I learned our family's involvement with the sparrow mantle and star. Tommy never told you that, did he? About the family secrets? Oh, well. What can you trust? He was a spy after all. Lying was his job.
Tommy didn't lie to me. He just knew that by blowing his cover to me, it would result in serious complications.
Well, not to put a little downer on your perfect dead boyfriend, but he planned my death. So I could do my part, and he could take care of you. And lo and behold, just like that baby sister wanted to take up the vigilante job that her dead big sister did. How cute. How pathetic.
Tommy said that he loved me. Was that a lie too?
No. Tommy did fall for you down the road, so I guess he lied to me too. But he also lied to the syndicate.
The syndicate? You guys worked for the syndicate? I thought that was a myth.
No, it's not a myth. He worked for the syndicate, and I still do, with my new partner, your ex-boyfriend's brother, Silencer.
Me and Dill aren't... Wayland is dangerous. You shouldn't trust him.
Well, I don't trust anyone, even my people.
Did you kill Tommy?
I did what I had to do. Why else do you think he wanted to leave this godforsaken city? Because he told me and the syndicate that he was done. So I was followed up with a task. To follow you. You made it easy. You went to the city we were going to go to.
So I led him to you. You know, you're saying it's my fault, but it wasn't. He knew the risks. He wanted to move there, probably to draw you out, because even though you returned, he knew that you wanted to watch over me still. But then when they gave you the task of killing him, probably because he knew too much about the syndicate and the clan of Suna and whatever you guys' plans are.
Bravo! Daddy must be so proud of his little detective.
Chloe, I can help you.
Oh, Chloe, I can help you. I'm fine, just the way I am.
I don't believe you. But the one thing I can't figure out is why you had Nathan captured.
I didn't capture Nathan, but I know who did.
Who?
You really have to ask me that?
Our uncle? Why?
Think about it, sis. Who was the person that kept thwarting time and time again? Our uncle wanted to prove that the dragonfly was nothing more than a man in a mask with some toys. And with the help of Ethan Wayland and Shadow, he was finally able to capture his nemesis.
Thank you for your cooperation, sis.
First this. Very clever.
Miss Siphor, where are you going?
I found out where Nathan is.
Well, good. Let us help you.
Look, no offense, Hank, but Nathan sent that video to me and people he trusts.
What video message?
Exactly.
So, she working with us?
No, not yet, but soon. And when she does, she's gonna make one hell of an agent.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Ellie.
Look, Dad, I just want to say that
Let me. I am sorry for yelling at you and hurting our already fragile relationship. After what happened, I can almost hear your mother yelling at me for the way I talk to you.
yeah, I've been wondering what she would say to us.
I know exactly what she would have said. She would have told me that I have no right to lecture you about being Sparrow, especially since that's exactly what I did.
What?
I haven't always been a cop, honey. And your mom wasn't a cop at all.
I don't understand.
Maybe you should sit down. Back in my younger days, like my early 20s, I wanted to do something good for the city because of all the crime and corruption that controlled it. That was when I started my crusade. As Sparrow.
You were Sparrow.
Yep. The first one in our family since our ancestor Alyson Siphor.
Robin as in Robin of Locksley?
One and the same. I continued what he started, and my work as Sparrow gained me the attention of a young agent with a clandestine organization called STAR. An agent named Hank Bailey.
You know Hank?
I did. How do you know him?
Dylan Chance just had me talk to him.
Well, back when I knew him, he was second in command to Matthew Knight. Matthew was his predecessor and...
Tommy's father.
Right. So anyway, after about a half decade or so of being an asset for STAR, I met your mom. She ended up being my partner and mainly my eyes and ears. Long story short, I made the decision to retire so we could lead a normal life. Somewhat normal. When we decided to start our family, your mom was still doing jobs for STAR. They needed her skill set on a mission that would involve your Uncle Victor and your Aunt Thea.
That's when she died. Her last mission.
That was when I knew the time was right. So I found someone who could be Sparrow after me. Someone who could take down people like your Uncle Victor. But I had to wait for him to be the right age. So I started his training when he was 14.
You were Tommy's mentor. That makes so much sense. Why he was always around when we were little. Why he moved in with Nathan when he was 12. You were training him.
Yep. But somewhere down the road, something changed with him. Something dark. Like when I found out about Chloe.
Why did you wait to tell me all this? Why didn't you tell me 2 months ago instead of lecturing me?
Because I was afraid that you would react the same way your sister did and want nothing to do with me. Like when I found out she was trying to be Sparrow. I just couldn't live with that.
I'm not Chloe. I'm not going anywhere.
Good. Because I've been keeping my eye on you, kiddo.
Oh, yeah?
And you have proven that there should always be a Sparrow.
Thank you, Dad.
You're welcome, sweetie. Now, tell me why you're here.
How do I say this? Chloe's not who we thought she was. But she's also gone insane and is working for Victor Petrelli, who is the person who got the dragonfly captured, just to prove a point that the dragonfly is only a person with a mask and toys.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I knew about your sister. Well, I mean, I had a feeling that there was some dark and twisted stuff going on in there. It's pretty similar to what I felt about Tommy, but not quite as dark with him. But are you telling me that your cousin is still alive? He's not dead like the news was reporting a couple of years ago?
You know that Nathan is the dragonfly?
I do. I mean, he revealed that to me a couple of years ago. Look, that was why we had such a great rapport. Huh. That and I was a vigilante too.
Well, you just know everything now, don't you?
Alright, so what do you need from me?
Do I bring my team in on this mission? My friends who have the same life as me? Or do I just go in alone?
That decision is really up to you, sweetie. But if it were up to me, I would only include people who can cover your back from a distance. Like Malcolm West kid. Sky. Aren't you two friends?
Yeah, we are. I feel like my partner in the field should know about this too. We kind of started this thing together.
Then there's your answer.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, sweetie. Now, go be the hero and save your cousin.
Did you find anything yet?
Nope. We're still searching, but Nathan's got to be somewhere, right?
Well, keep looking. I guess I'll... Ellie, I thought
Hey,
Ethan...
I'm good. I was just at Star talking to Chloe.
Star? Why were you at Star?
Long story short, Dylan and Hank wanted to talk to me about the case I'm working on and to investigate Chloe.
Why?
Because she was responsible for Tommy's death and she knows who captured Nathan.
Who?
My uncle. All to prove a point to the city and send a message. Did I miss something while I was gone?
You just gave us the last clue in figuring out who gave the order to Ethan to abduct Nathan.
Oh, I got more than that. I know where they're holding him.
You do?
Do you have a plan?
I do.
Do you want backup?
Not this time. Nathan sent that video message to me, and I'm gonna bring him home.
Hell? What's all this now? You're not gonna get away that easy, Nathan Ryder.
Alright, I'm in. Overwatch, lead me to Nathan's cell.
Head through the door behind you, then down your right, then take a left. Be careful, little bird.
Never.
Well, well, well. You're not exactly the vigilante that I was hoping for, but you'll do.
Victor Petrelli. I know what you did. I know you took Nathan.
Oh, cut the bullshit, Alyson.
How did you...
Oh, I've known for quite some time. Besides, your sister told me. She told me everything. You know, I'm trying to make the city a better place. Something beautiful. And I can't have that with you masks ruining everything!
Take your shot.
You afraid to get beat by a girl, let alone your niece?
Bring it on. I like this matchup.
Someone's got a big ego, too.
Where's Nathan?
I have a feeling you'll find out soon enough, little birdie.
This isn't over.
Damn right it's not.
Guys, he isn't here.
And where the hell is he?
I don't know. But I have a bad feeling about it.
Escaped? What do you mean he escaped? You did what? Do you know what you just did? A man like that's gonna have contingencies upon his death. He was the world's greatest detective, and because of your sloppiness, now his friends, his cousin, are all gonna be coming after me now. And you know how hard I worked to get to this point, the things I have sacrificed. And now it's all in jeopardy because of you. And you know what, Mr. Whalen? You better watch your ass too now. 'Cause you're next. Ah!
Here?
Yeah. Dylan found his body.
Yeah. How are you, holding up?
I don't know. I just can't believe he's dead. I feel like I failed him, like... I would have just gotten there a little sooner.
Allie, that's not true. There's nothing we could have done. We would have never gotten there on time.
I feel like everybody around me either gets hurt or dies.
Allie, that's not true. I used to think exactly the same thing when I first became a vigilante. After I left Star, I wanted to focus on protecting the city before Nathan disappeared. And he trained me. He did. He trained me to be a good detective. I even went out with him on the city for patrols. And you know what he said to me?
What?
He said that I would be better at this life than he was. And if and when the time came, if he decided to walk away or, you know, worse, to take the mantle of the dragonfly. And now that the worst has happened, I don't know if I'm ready for the responsibility.
I really understand that feeling.
I try to drive away into
I've been thinking a lot about you. Even now.
try to keep
I'm really glad you came back into my life.
keep between the lines and out of sight.
Yeah, me too. Life's a lot easier
When I look beside me where you should have been, I started drifting.
I've been thinking maybe we could
Tried to
try
stare
again.
into your eyes and realize that there was something.
Maybe we should.
Great.
And if I
But
stayed,
there is something I have to go do first.
lie awake.
What?
'Cause it's not
Just something I've been putting off
it's
for too
just a
long.
dream, it's only fate.
What's going on with you? Where are you
I
going?
just gotta leave.
I found him. I found the man that killed my parents. The one who hired the mobster Ivan Tetrov to kill them. The leader of the clan Shao Wu. I'm gonna go to him and I'm gonna end this once and for all. And then, I don't know. The city has you and Grant to protect it while I'm gone.
Yeah, well, give him hell. Let me know if you need anything.
Will do, little bird.
Turned to look at where you should have been, I started drifting. I tried to stare into your eyes and realize that that was something.
I highly advise that you don't go through with it. It's too risky with your condition, and despite it getting better, we still don't.
Sky, we've worked out all the variables. It's all good. Listen, are you okay? I know this thing with Nathan has been hard, considering how much you loved him.
Yeah, he would want me to move on, not to mourn. And besides, with him being gone, the company falls to me now, and I'm not sure how much longer I can do this.
Sky, you don't have to. And I don't have to tell you how rich I am. I mean, we're engaged now. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you want to take the pressure off of you, I can offer to buy Ryder Industries from you.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Nathan and I always talked about this, but he was just never sure.
Ross, I don't know.
Understood. Look, you don't have to give me an answer right now. Okay, well, I gotta get going. Brightcroft Industries is not gonna run itself. I mean, technically it can. Well, not yet. I'm still working out a few kinks.
Ross.
Right. Look, why don't you think it over and get back to me when you have an answer, and then maybe we can talk about it over dinner. Sushi, perhaps? Oh, and it helps to remember that it's gonna get better.
Thank you for meeting with me.
Of course.
I assume you probably figured out why I called you here.
All my life, I wanted to know my purpose in life. What I was meant to do. I thought being a sparrow as a vigilante.
But
But after learning how deep my family goes into working for Star and how easy spy tactics come to me, I think I need to fulfill what sparrows always were.
and that is
Become an agent for Star and find out who's running the syndicate, taking him down for good.
want to take down the syndicate and start with him. Jackie Cervilioni. But do you really want to pull that thread? You might not like what you find.
I do. But my only question for you is, when do I start?
Now. Welcome to Star, Agent Siphor.
You're the one that killed my parents. Why?
If you want to know that, you'll have to catch me.